your people bore the name Igbo or Ugbo until 1960.
There was no Igbo identity before the British. That doesn't mean that it's the same issue for Yoruba people.
You see these two guys right here, these two guys, how can we help them? It's important, how can we help them? Because coming out to say that the term Igbo wasn't mentioned up until 1960, isn't that laughable? That's a joke. Look, normally I wouldn't be engaging in such conversations, right? Because I find it highly demeaning to my personality. But because of, I mean, for educational purposes and for posterity, of course, and most importantly, for some of my people who might care to learn, let me further address this, right? To say that the term Eboe wasn't referring to the Igbos as far as historical accounts is concerned, this is madness. Even when we have several accounts from various writers acknowledging and addressing this term to be referring to the Igbos of today. You have from Captain Crow, even from the Chambers journals from UK. They are here. We have from William Balfour, the History Voyage. That book was written in 1854, not too far from Olaudah Equinos, where that term was first mentioned. And they are all various writers, all referring to the Igbos, all acknowledging that term, Eboe, to be referring to the Igbos. And the interesting thing about these citations is they all covers the Igbos today from every of their various regions. In other words, you find these citations addressing the Igbos from the south-south, that's today's south-south, the Igbos from the southeast, and the Igbos from the north-centrals. Clear historical facts. Look, it is not about reading thousands and thousands of books. No. It is how discerning you are to situations. How perspicacious you are to everything around you. Your perspicacity. That is what I respect. That is what I respect. Look, I've always said this, that in academia, wherever you find the term Eboe, Ebo, Heebo, Ibo, and of course Igbo, they are all referring to the Igbos of today's southeast, south-south, and the north-central.